character.
Fuck off, Big. Yeah, the best thing about having Big done and out the way is that, well, he's done and out the way, not to fucking play as him again for the rest of the story. Fucking arsehole. But we now move on to possibly the best story in the game, E102 Gamma. Actually, I'm not sure of the instruction option.
Preparation complete.
But yeah, you choose instruction. And it basically shows you.
E102 Gamma.
Fuck off, Big. Will you never cease to ruin this playthrough? You piece of shit. That's basically just going through the controls and teaching you how to play the game. It's
How to clear the game. Read it, okay?
fuck off, Big. Yeah, so you play from the. I honestly didn't select that with the intention of just having more things to complain about with Big. I didn't know he'd do that, but
Excellent. All systems full power.
get used to hearing that line, all systems full power, because later on in the game, he says it a lot. So here's Gamma, waking up for the first time.
I'm your brilliant creator.
This was a really cool idea, like actually seeing from the perspective of one of Eggman's robots.
Machine.
Like one that just... That's a perspective that we've never really seen before.
E102. Codename Gamma.
Like, we've never seen this perspective of one of the... We've seen the robots before, like Metal Sonic and stuff, the special ones, but we never really had a story that's told from their point of view.
That's right.
And that's what makes this story so interesting. So, yeah, we're in Eggman's base again. Walking around. He actually got a surprisingly good jump for a robot. So we're gonna go to talk to Eggman.
The shooting range is through this door. Your big
I
brother,
get the feeling that they chose this colour scheme for Gamma because it's Eggman's colour scheme. I mean, there are others that use different colour schemes.
Enter Gamma. You're not as
Like one that's
advanced
blue,
as
one that's
Beta
orange,
is,
one
but
purple.
you'll do fine.
Though I don't think there's one that's green. But yeah. This is Gamma's version of Final Egg. I think because he can't fit through that small gap. Yeah, the Tails doll.
Destroy the Sonic target. Destroy the targets.
Yeah,
You'll get extra time.
As you can hear Eggman saying, you get more time for destroying targets. And it doesn't actually tell you this, but I think for taking out multiple targets in one go, you do get more of a bonus, which carries over to Sonic Adventure 2 when this gameplay style returns, but it's points you get instead of a time bonus. Because there is a time limit in this one, but not in Adventure 2. It's a little hard to aim at the things you want sometimes, but it's in one of the better gameplay styles in both games, and I enjoy it. Yeah, that's basically the idea of what Gamma's levels are, but they are a lot longer after this. Where am I? Okay, so I think I'm supposed to go down there. There it is. Eggman.
Good job, Gamma.
It's kind of impressive that
You had what it takes.
Gamma's so much bigger than Eggman, because like Eggman's taller than the rest of the cast because he's human,
Okay then, Gamma.
and all the
Here's your test.
anthros are
If
shorter.
you want to stay on board, you must be able to pass it. So pay attention to what I say.
It's weird how red / pink Eggman's nose is in this one. Like, it's not normally that. It don't sound that much normally. Also, his hair his facial hair is strangely brown in this one, whereas normally it's more orange. So here's Beta.
I'd like you to meet your older brother.
I think of the E100s, I think Gamma's the only one who actually has a hand. I think the rest of them have dual hand cannons.
The winner serves on my ship. I put my bets on Beta, but I owe
Yeah.
you at least
The thing is that I mentioned this in Amy's story, but Zero's apparently part of this set of robots, the E100s. check that. But yeah, he's apparently part of that same set, but that leads to some problems I find, because like, well, the game itself doesn't actually say that, it's just what's it on the wikis, so I don't know where the information comes from. Probably like Sonic Channel or something. But yeah, Zero's apparently part of this group, and like, all the others look just like Gamma and Beta here, just in different colours. So, but see, so and Zero is apparently Alpha. I don't know why you would do that, but I was always under the impression that the reason 1 is Beta and 2 is Gamma and so on is that Eggman considers himself Alpha. That's kind of how I viewed it, but apparently it's not the case.
Okay. We could always use a spare set of parts, I guess. You have special permission.
It's kind of interesting that he thought Beta was going to be better than Gamma. Gamma beats Beta, but Beta was still tough. So I don't know why he's like, well, you're fucked now, mate. I'm going to destroy you and use you for parts. Then just keep them both around. It becomes this weird situation where there's more E100s up to E105, and they're all kept around. They're not destroyed based on whether they win a fight or not, as far as we know. So it's just this weird situation that's only with Gamma and Beta. I don't think this music plays it. I'm not sure this music plays at any other point in the entire game. There must be one other point, but yeah. So there's Gamma in red. The blue one is E103. Then you've got the orange one is E104. Then the purple one is E105.
Aha! Testing 1, 2, 3.
Just the idea of Eggman giving a speech to his robots is just so funny.
To hear a very special announcement.
Yeah, this way it makes it a bit clearer what one of Eggman's goals was.
Very unique.
Yeah, this is why he's after Froggy. I may have mentioned it during the big story, but it's not. But the game itself doesn't explain it until here, because it has Chaos's tail.
I don't care what it takes to get it. Just bring it to me.
So then they all go off.
We haven't got time to waste. So come to attention.
Actually, I think, yeah, this scene is actually one of the few parts of the Sonic X adaptation that I've actually seen, and that one was really awkward because the voice actor for Gamma, fuck off, Cream. It was really high pitched. I don't know what she's trying to show me.
A long-tailed frog was seen heading toward the beach.
She's there for no reason, but yeah, the voice actor for Gamma was really high pitched, and then when it was announced that the Sonic X dub cast was going to be taking over for the games, people were really worried because, well, understandably so, because like the Sonic X cast, well, they're good, but there's certain ones that aren't as good as the game cast, and Gamma was a good example of that because his voice actor, he had the voice be too high pitched, so it sounded weird. And then you had another member of the another one of the E100s who sounded just like Gamma does in the game. But then we got the biggest surprise ever when that voice actor for Gamma played Omega, another one of the E100s from Sonic Heroes, and he sounded exactly like Omega did originally. To the point that I had no idea they'd even replaced him. I think they just kept the voice actor in because he didn't have one. If this is a wheel mode, this is Gamma going full speed. But even if you stop, you can just, it stays in wheel mode. I like that. It's fun just driving around doing a donut. Check this.
Frog capture complete.
Yes, you may recall the this scene in Big Story where Big's holding Froggy. Gamma just comes out of nowhere and snatches him from Big. Yeah, this completely contradicts that in a way that there's no way to make the two scenes work together. Because in this one, because in that one, Gamma steals Froggy. I mean, unless Gamma drops Froggy here, then he's sent back to where Big has taken Froggy, and then Gamma takes him from him.
Must determine location.
But otherwise, it makes no sense because you don't see Gamma get taken away because Big falls into the egg carrier. It's weird and awkward.
Accessing data.
I like how they actually use the menu sound effects. It's great.
No data found. Location.
I find it funny that there's not even like a little thing coming up saying like Angel Island 50% match or something like that. But yeah, so Gamma gets to just go around for a bit. I don't think you can actually fall off the edge here. I think it's just impossible. Yeah, I don't get the chow because these sounds they're making. It's nothing like what they make in game when you're raising a chow, and the chow you raise don't look anything. They look different from this. These just look really weird compared to the others. It's hard to explain, but yeah, they do look really different. I mean, I guess they're supposed to be singing for chaos. It's another thing that's not really explained. Granted, it doesn't need to be. It's easy enough to guess.
No, don't
And not everything needs to be explained. And there's Tikal. It's funny. I've not talked about it in a while, but yes, the animations are kind of awkward at times. Sometimes they just look silly, but those just kind of awkward and cringe-inducing.
Did you notice the presence guarding these children? He's a very
Why does she look like she's like
gentle creature.
talking to her crush?
These little creatures are too vulnerable without.
I kind of feel like Gam's not even looking at her, or even the chow. He just stood there.
This protection
gone as
allows
fuck.
them to continue
It's great.
singing in peace. Even I was surprised the first time I saw him.
Him, as in
Now my father
chaos.
is trying to take their sacred home.
Yeah. So it seems that the echidnas, who are led by Tikal's father, didn't actually own the Master Emeralds. That the Chow actually did. Yeah, this must be like another country, so I don't know how the Chow can run a country. It's kind of weird. Still, as I said, I feel like the idea of Knuckles trying to find out what more about the echidna's past would have worked well there.
My frog is the right one.
And there's the rest of them. The rest of the group. I may think I've actually gotten through quite a lot this episode by getting through 2 whole levels, and a boss fight, but it's actually pretty short early on. The levels from this point on are
We must find the frog with
a
Chaos's
fair
tail.
bit longer.
That same frog has also
Not
swallowed a chaos
ridiculously
in the
long until the last one, but still. I love how Eggman just shouts at them all saying, "You got the wrong frogs," until he finally looks over at Gamma. It's like, why don't you look over them all first,
I knew
just to
you'd
probably
be
see
of
if any
use
of them
to
got
me.
them.
All you
I don't know if they're supposed to be laughing there or what. It's weird, I don't think any of those frogs actually have tails either, and the frogs are gone. But yeah, so Eggman's just like, "You failed me, so go away." It's like
You
such
will get the new
a
assignment.
stupid villain trope that you failed me, therefore you have to die.
Go to the room through that last door.
Isn't it great though? Like Froggy will just jump away from his supposed best friend Big, but when he's being held by Gamma or Tails or even Eggman, he's perfectly content.
Now, go!
He even seems to be put in Eggman's pocket, and like it just proves that no one at all gives a fuck about Big, even his supposed best friend.
Is this the one?
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what the idea is. So I think that he's supposed to be going for the right door, but then that turns him around and he goes in the wrong door. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, it's there for a specific reason. So we can get this scene. Those parts look familiar. Oh no. It can't be. It can't be true. No. Beta. Yeah, Beta's being rebuilt. Because, well, why not? You may as well. It's one of those things. It's like basically a character study. So on Ragna's robots, but they don't have emotion. They have no real way of expressing emotion either. So it's kind of hard to make it work. I mean, it does work, but not as well as it could have done if he could show his emotions. But that's the end of Gamma episode 1, and there is more good story to come. Way better than anything in fucking Big or Amy's stories. Fucking hell. So tune in next time when we take the first step through this door.